experience? Book your hunt of a lifetime today with Highland Outfitters, LLC. Located in Highland, Wyoming, 50 miles west of Casper. Their location in central Wyoming gives you access to some of the best hunting areas in the state. Highland specializes in archery hunts for elk and antelope. Their operations include Wyoming, Texas, and Africa. Highland Outfitters employs some of the finest guides in the business. All guides are licensed by the Wyoming Board of Professional Outfitters and Guides. No matter what the species you decide to hunt, you can count on your guide giving you 110% of being the true professional guide from start to finish. Book your hunt today at 307-797-3311 or 307-797-3312. Visit them on the web at HighlandOutfitters.com. With Highland Outfitters, you will get the true Western adventure.
Folks, welcome to another episode of On the Limb Podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls, where deer camp becomes a reality for every listener. Join us as we talk God, family, country, and everything outdoors. Kick back, relax, and have a listen. Now, here's your host and co-host, Mike and Dan.
Well, folks, welcome back to the show. What's up, Dano?
What's up, Mike?
Nothing. I'm sitting here watching Chef.
Chowing down.
He's chowing down, holding up $20 bills. I think he just thinks he's in a strip club or something.
Yeah, he maybe trying to pay me. Here, hold on.
Does he owe you money?
He might. I don't know. I probably.
I know
money.
you ain't gonna pay to see that.
Well,
anyways, all right. So we just come back in from the West Virginia Bowhunters Association banquet and awards show last weekend at Flatwoods, West Virginia, at the Days Inn and Suites. So, folks, if you're not a member of the West Virginia Bowhunters Association, head over to the westvirginiabowhunters.org and join and show your support today.
How good was that show?
That show's always great, man.
I mean, how good
you tell
was
them,
that
you
show?
Tell them how good it was.
Let me just tell you how good that show
was.
It was so good. I ended up leaving, I didn't get to go. So Mike calls me. He said, "Hey, they're getting ready to do an African safari hunt." I'm like, "All right, I'll go up to a certain price point. Just let me know." He calls. I'm watching the live. I don't know if you guys followed the live on it, but I won an African safari hunt.
Well, I won. I bidded on it for him.
Yeah, I paid
for it.
Yeah, I paid for it. You won for it.
You paid me back.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're going to Africa. Well, I'm going to Africa. Mike's still up in the air. I'm
still on the fence about it, folks. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm excited about the hunt. I want to go, but I don't think I can fly 16 hours.
Look, see this?
I don't even think that can do it.
Oh, it can. We're going to give you a Benadryl.
No.
Big old shot of this.
Rachel said, "Oh, you're going to have to give him some Dramamine." I said, "You're going to have to give me some Cocamine." Because
Lord,
I don't know if there's anything in the world that can keep me on a plane for 16 hours. I do good for 4 hours. I think it's the longest I've ever flown. It's like
really
4 hours.
It's not that bad, really.
Yeah,
that's what I said. We'll just go first class.
Well, Jason was talking about if you he got on a plane in New York, and he was like, the pilot was like, "Oh, y'all gonna have a great time on this flight," and then he was like, "All right, everybody on the floor." Everybody slept on the floor.
Hey, that's
all the way over there. I'm like, I definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We got some time.
Yeah, we got some time. All right. So, folks, we got Jeremy Critchfield on tonight. This is our HuntChef Wild Flavor segment. So we're going to be talking about some wild flavor. But first, Dan's going to tell our listeners about some of our partners and promo codes.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, remember, we are now on both audio and video versions of our podcast is on Carbon TV streaming platform. So go over there, check them out, give it a like, give it a follow there. Follow us anywhere that you get your podcasts. We're there as well. Also, Trout Routes. Be sure to visit troutroutes.com. Use promo code NATURE26 and get a 3-month membership for free. Trout Routes is one of our great app partners where you can find new waters, new places, and new access points. Available on both Apple and Android stores.
Who's ready for turkey season?
I'm ready. I want to go right now.
You ain't been hearing any birds, though, have you?
I went up in the woods Monday. Just to sit and listen to see if I couldn't pinpoint. Since we're not going to hunt there opening morning, we got a new spot this year.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a place that is far, far away.
Far, far away.
No, we're going out to Paul's property, and he invited us out to
That is Paul Ronk's Maple Farm.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
he's not ever killed a bird here in West Virginia, so we're going to get him on a bird
Yeah,
first.
he's killing first.
That's our main goal. And Paul's great. I don't know if you guys have ever met him. Any listeners out there? Anybody used his products? The maple syrup, the barbecue stuff,
mustard.
like that.
His mustard, maple mustard.
Maple mustard. I mean,
maple everything.
He
He's
does
got
maple
now.
cotton candy.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yep.
So check them out. West Virginia made. He's like, everybody thinks that Vermont and Maine and stuff like that is like the maple capital of the world. He was like, we've got more trees per capita than any other state in the country.
Yeah, I could see it. We just don't have the producers of it as much.
I didn't even know that.
Because isn't he isn't he the largest producer of maple in the state of West Virginia?
I'm pretty sure. If he's not the largest, he's second.
Yeah.
I
know he mentioned it once before. I just can't remember what he said.
Yeah, he puts out a lot of it for sure.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So like Dan said, be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Carbon TV, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcast. All right, so please welcome with me, Jeremy Critchfield, the Hunt Chef. Look at him snacking.
Oh, yeah. Chef, how you doing this evening?
Well, I wasn't ready for Michael to unmute my mic.
He was just listening to our
I'm sitting here snacking on a piece of my jalapeno beef jerky we make here at the market. And I'm backing it up. And I'm going to do it anyhow with some of our smoked Gouda.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't eaten anything today. And I feel like an empty belly is probably the best way for me to communicate with you two.
Oh man. Gosh.
We're just going to talk about filling bellies.
Filling bellies.
Making it delicious.
That's right.
With that wow flavor.
That's right.
I
miss you too.
So you're there at the headquarters now, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I am at the HMFIC HQ.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We won't go flavor you would kill.
That's right.
That's right. All right, Chef. So give us a little breakdown of the mountain market and meats there and how you all have the commitment of quality cuts.
Oh, well, so Kim and I, Kim is the chief operating officer of everything Wild Flavor HuntChef Inc. I'm the sole owner. But with Mountain Market Meats, where I'm sitting right now, this is kind of an iconic little deal for our little stretch right here on Route 40, Nation's First National Road. Been here, I think they built it in the earlier mid-70s, and it's at a unique little crossroads. So you can keep where we sit is right here in this crossroads. You can keep going east into Maryland, onto DC, wherever you want to go. Or you can turn at the light and go left and go north and go to the most visited state park in Pennsylvania, Ohio Pile. And everybody kind of gets that blah, 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 Ohio Pile. But it's Ohio like the state and then Pyle, all one word. But the most visited state park in Pennsylvania, over 2.5 million visitors a year. Most famous for the whitewater rafting. Also, between here at the market and the Ohio Pile State Park, probably the most famous architect in American history, Frank Lloyd Wright. Yep. Two of his homes are on the way. The most famous being Falling Water, and the second most being Kentuck Knob. Both of them, again, accepting hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of visitors a year from all over the world. Literally world famous. And so our little market sits right here, between going on to DC, Baltimore, etc., or going on to, famous architectural properties, most visited state park in PA, or some people are traveling east but need to get up to the turnpike, and they'll go that way to get there. Now, that said, the market where we sit, we've done a bunch here in the last year and a half, but we have so much more to go. Like I'm snacking on the smoked Gouda cheese that we make here. I had my own butcher shop for 10 years before this place. Look at this ribeye. 21 days dry aged by me right here.
All right.
I mean, come on, son. You eat that, put some HuntChef Canadian Carnivore on there. It doesn't get any better. And then, of course, we do our catering, run our food truck, and all that stuff out of here. So thanks for letting me shout about it a little bit, guys. But
No,
yeah,
that's
Market Meat right here. We're really proud of what we're doing. We're making jerky for you to buy with the HuntChef kits. Full deli, the cheeses, Amish cheeses. We got our local maple syrup and honey and whatever you want. So anyhow, I miss you too.
Oh yeah, we miss you, Chef. So talking about Frank Lloyd Wright, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. So my cousin and his wife are both huge fans of his. They actually live in his house that he designed.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, and then the other thing I was going to mention, you said you can go north, south, or northeast, west. South is probably the best way to go, I would assume, though, because that would take you right back to West Virginia.
West by God, we're only 15 minutes north of the border, and maybe 15 minutes north of downtown Morgantown, West by God.
Yeah. So see, if you're up in that area of West Virginia, you can take a 30-minute detour and check him out.
I would
then get right back across. Come on.
Kim and I were both in Cheat Lake and/or Morgantown this morning. I was in I was in Morgantown yesterday morning. So the Morgantown area, West by God. I mean, Kim's from Brewston, which is what county is that?
It's one of them. It's one of them counties up there north.
Yeah, it's right there though. It's still south of the Mason-Dixon line, fella.
I took
Preston County.
Preston, yeah. I was thinking. Wetzel was stuck in my head, and I couldn't get it out of there.
Wetzel
studies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wetzel County.
My cheese is so good.
Is it?
All right, Chef. Tell us a little bit about the selection process for your meats and why Mountain Market meats stand out for these guys.
Well, for me, chef for 37 years, with the market, prior to this, with about a 3-year gap, I had my own butcher shop for 10 years. And so I've been around the block and I know what to get and I know how to have great stuff for the least price. And that's really what I've focused on here. And it is, they're a little skeptical at first, like, you did all that fancy stuff for, 23 years. All I did was 5-star resort hotels. Hey, I was a registered in-state West Virginian for 2.5 years when this guy ran the Greenbrier Hotel. Don't forget that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was living in Max Welton outside Lewisburg, outside White Sulphur Springs. So anyhow.
So he's kind of like farmers. He knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Man, that's an
Something like
advertisement
that.
right there.
It is.
God. No, so we wanted to talk about the Mountain Market meats and stuff like that because I seen your Facebook post there the other day and you posted that nice, I believe it was a ribeye that was
and this is the one half of it. I held on to it because I knew you were going to ask me.
Yeah.
So this is one half of that heart shape, that big old chunk that I split, and you just look at it.
No, it was beautiful. I was like, God, look at the marble.
Oh my God. And you know what's great, Michael?
What?
About 10 minutes after we hang up, I'm going to eat this.
That's great.
Yeah.
We fixed the brats this evening before I came in, so
I'm drinking my dinner.
Oh, so liquid diet, huh?
Yeah.
Did I tell you how good my jerky is?
Dan don't eat food no more.
No, we haven't made dinner yet. We'll have to make it when I get home.
Hey, I'm looking for a good turkey call. Season opens here pretty soon. You guys got anything? You know anybody?
I can tell you what.
We probably
there's this one company out there that makes this one. It's called a Spring Tonic 2.0.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah, that's been a popular one. It's basically taken over for the Nasty Hen.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Or you can always get the Get the ones that aren't readily available, but on the website.
Yeah, they're on the website.
My favorite.
We just, we
Hot
we
wings.
make 6 of them at shows that we primarily like, and we can push out pretty fast because we have, at these shows we got lines backed up sometimes.
Oh yeah,
and I even have people
I've
come
seen
by.
it.
They come by and they want to order mouth calls, and then they'll go around and look around a little bit, and
eat
then come
some
back and pick them up.
HuntChef sausage, and
Yeah,
that's right.
but yeah, I mean, turkey season's fast approaching.
Very. It's
We got the youth season
weekend.
this weekend in West Virginia. So, Chef, tell us about some of your highlighted popular cuts that you have available, particularly those ideal for this grilling season. I mean, people grill all times of the year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It don't just have to be spring or summer. I grill in the wintertime. I grill in the rain. I've grilled in a hailstorm before.
I have to, yeah.
But, primarily most
I grilled in a
Americans
tornado.
grill in the spring and the summer.
I've seen it. I've seen your post. I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So my steaks, again, like this ribeye, 21 days dry age. It didn't look a lot different than this. It was just not this dry when I put it in there.
Mhm.
But our strips, our ribeyes, our fillets, top notch. I tell you what, and especially in this economy, what people are probably come back the most for is our ground beef, because they're like, they tell me, I haven't tasted ground beef like this since I was a kid. It's
Well,
like
no,
real meat. I'm like, I
They're
know.
used to buying it at Walmart where you don't know how many cows have went into that.
Yeah.
Or from how many countries.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So I mean, they're and I'm not running Walmart down. That's what we're here for. But it is legit, And then the other thing, the fresh sausage that I've been making with our kits, the Mountain Maple, the Camp Breakfast, and the Hot Italian, people are destroying it. Plus, I finally got, and this is kind of a, maybe I shouldn't even, I'll say it anyhow, but my chorizo, my andouille, my Cajun, and my sweet Italian, finally done, dialed in, and the feedback out here in the store has been fantastic. So that, and I buy a line. I don't sell a lot of different chicken cuts because most of our customers seem to be, they want just, boneless, skinless chicken breast. In their mind, they're being healthier, which is great.
Yeah.
But no hormones, no antibiotics ever. Boneless, skinless, fully trimmed, no cartilage, no fat, no skin. So, and then the last thing, I guess, is our pork chops, because I usually cut them for the case about yay thick, but then we also do them stuffed. So it's all good. I mean, and everybody's digging it.
Nice. So, talk a little bit about your sourcing. You get this from local places, and is it a sustainable option if that's the application that you're using?
No. And I get this so much, and I'm going to hit it head on. In the last week, I've talked to 4 Pennsylvania beef growers, ranchers, grazers, whatever they go by.
Sure.
And I'm like, this is what people want, but I know it's not like sustainable. And they're like, it's not.
No.
And then I said to them, so on the not side, like, you don't have enough on the hoof inventory to supply this kind of stuff. They're like, correct. And then I said, so with your on the hoof inventory that you do have, you are more profitable to sell a quarter, a half, or a whole beef.
Makes sense.
Into a butcher with no USDA inspection, just private sale. I said, is that right? And all 3, 4, whatever it was of them, they're like, you got it. That's it. That's where it's at. So, to that point, as much as I'd love to have like these boutique little steaks, that are like $77 a piece, and a pack of ground meat that's like $19. We're just not there. And if I bought whole beef, but had them USDA certified, inspected process, which doesn't have to happen if it's from the rancher to the consumer. It's just
Right.
it's not for resale. But if I got it inspected, I could. But for me, you're gonna have to freeze it, or I'm gonna have to freeze it, and there's only gonna be so much. And then I need to make sure, because it's all gonna be at a premium.
Sure.
That I don't want to sit in the freezer for 6 months. So what I do, on the market, U.S. born and raised cattle that are raised with on grass, finished on grain, USDA inspected, and then brought to me, where I can cut 300 ribeyes a week. I can cut 200 strip steaks a week. I can sell 500 pounds of ground meat a week. And it's so consistent and so good. But that's, I don't know. I don't want to wear you out, man, but I could talk about that stuff forever. And that's all on the market side.
Yeah, this is all information that people need to know, because, they want to come in there and they want to get what they need and then leave. They don't. All the people don't want to stop in and talk about stuff like this all the time. So it's good to get this.
If you're a country person, what you need to do is either buy or lease a couple acres and raise your own, or you need to find somebody that's already doing it, and then buy half, quarters, or wholes. Sorry, I just took a big bite of jerky, and it's so good if I didn't tell you. And then get it from that producer to a processor, or go pick the sumbitch up and put it in a stock trailer and take it home and shoot it and cut it up. But that's where, we're at in this economy. That's where, if you want to know, like, you can walk over or drive over to that farmer's farm, or your back 40, whatever, or your back 5, it doesn't take 40 acres to raise 2 beef. I mean, and feed your family and your friends. But that's the kind of thing that I think people are going to want to look to, in addition to getting as many doe tags as you can, getting on the water and catching as many fish as you can, get 2 bird tags, go squirrel hunting, fill your own freezer. And when you become, like, food independent, that's when you're winning. I mean,
absolutely.
If you can take, a $1,000 bill and shrink it down to a $250 bill, and keep that 7.5 for whatever you want, buy some gold, buy some stock in Dan's new underwear brand. I mean, whatever it's going to be.
Dando's.
Dando
That's
brand.
like Commando, because it's
And I'm not trying to dissuade anybody from coming buying great American raised beef for me, but in this economy, man, you got to do what you got to do. Come get 2 1.5-inch steaks from me twice a month for special occasions, and then in between, watch if I have sales. Otherwise, support a local farmer, producer, or whatever, or grow it in your own damn backyard.
That's right. All right, Chef, we're going to take a break, hear a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back with some more wild flavor.
You two are out of control.
Episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Outdoor Pro Shop, LLC. Outdoor Pro Shop is a family-owned and operated firearms dealer and sporting goods retailer. They have pay over time options, a rewards program, and customer service satisfaction that is unmatched. They might not be the biggest, but they strive to be the best. Contact them today at 240-360-1298 or visit them on the web at www.outdoor-pro-shop.com. That's Outdoor Pro Shop, 240-360-1298. All right, folks, we're back with Jeremy Critchfield, the Hunt Chef, talking about our boys there at outdoor-pro-shop.com there in Pasadena, Maryland. They've got all your sporting good needs that you want. They've got everything online. You can get it shipped right to your door. So go there and check them out on outdoor-pro-shop.com.
Don't forget to use the promo code too.
I was going to let you do those.
Oh, you was going to let me do that?
Yeah, I was going to let you talk about those.
All right. So that is podcast 15 for them at outdoor-pro-shop.com. Also, guys, check out aquacase.net and use promo code podcast15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. They are your waterproof case and bag experts. Don't forget, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Carbon TV. That's the big one now, boys. Hey,
Bing, 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 bing.
it is the big one right now. It has upped our viewership quite a bit here in the last
I'm
week
not
or
kidding
so.
you guys. If you're not on Carbon TV, get with them and get with Julie and talk. Julie and Autumn. Get with them and talk to them about getting on their network. We're thankful that they've had. They checked our stuff out and allowed us to be part of the group.
Oh yeah,
and it has tripled our downloads on a daily basis. So I've been kind of watching it because I'm like, well, this is like a trend because we had our launch day. I kind of thought it was going to fall off after 2 or 3 days. It's on its 7th day right now. No, it's actually on its 8th day.
8th day. Yeah,
it's on its 8th day right now, and it's doing great. So we sure appreciate what they've done. All right, Chef, back to you.
So real quick, did either one of you guys lose any weight?
Oh yeah, I've been losing weight daily.
It doesn't look like it.
Hey, camera adds 10 pounds.
So listen, speaking about adding weight, and we were talking about the market earlier, and with you guys being in West by God, Virginia, like the state, there's like 2 state foods, right? There's 3.
Pepperoni roll.
Spaghetti. There's the hot dog chili.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the pepperoni roll.
There you go.
So this is the Mountain Market Meats pepperoni roll. This is the jalapeno one. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
So mine's a little bit different. I don't have a whole bunch of like sweet dough around it. I use a pizza crust, and let me just show you this here real quick.
Give us a little cross section of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. That's one good thing you got to do. You got to stuff it full of pepperoni.
Oh yeah.
You got to stuff it full.
Do you use the small little pepperonis, or do you use the big ones?
The great big ones.
The great big slices.
You gotta use the great big ones.
Yeah.
And I use a bunch of garlic butter.
Oh yeah.
And Parmesan cheese.
Nice.
He probably stole the recipe from
Rachel.
Rachel.
He still makes that fancy stuff.
He probably stole the recipe
it's
from
garlic. I wish in about a week I'm gonna make a ramp version.
Oh, you better send me some. I mean, just right in the mail. I don't care. Oh my gosh.
Take my
right
money.
in the mail.
Right in the mail. Send me a whole
take my
55-gallon bucket of it, barrel of it.
Nothing but the meats.
Nothing but the meats.
Now I'm gonna have to drive up to Mountain Market Meats and get me a ramp version pepperoni roll.
Hopefully in 2 weeks. I gotta get out after him. And Kimmy's keep me busy. I just spit on my keyboard.
She's a whip cracker now.
Well, she's got
you have no idea. You guys see her when she's happy and like everything's going good.
No, I hear all sides.
She's got to be. Have you hung around this kid before?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, Chef. So what are your top tips for our listeners in choosing the right cut for grilling? I know we've kind of hit on it a little bit, but let's dive into that.
So are we talking wild or grocery store, Michael?
Let's talk grocery store and wild.
Yeah, let's get it all.
We're kind of focusing on the Mountain Market Meats, but
yeah,
that's okay. You all sell that stuff too. Yeah,
we do, and we're not shipping right now. Probably not till next year. So,
except for them pepperoni rolls.
And again, in this market, with this kind of economy, what you're going to look for, like I said earlier, get that good stuff from like somebody like me, once, maybe twice a month. And then in between, look for designations on the beef. So one of the things that is now is it's you can't find country of origin labeling on any of your supermarket, Walmart, Kroger beef. our U.S. Congress did away with that a few years back. So if a cow comes on a boat from Africa to the shores of the United States and then processed, it is immediately a product of USA. Okay, so Africa is a really big place. I don't know if you're aware of that or not.
I'll find out soon.
Yeah. But the same goes for all of Central America, all of South America, Australia, anywhere that they've got big plains, big grass, big ground where they're raising these cattle with zero oversight, none of the hoops that our American ranchers have to hop through to get their product to market, and it's garbage because if you're buying from a grocery store, Walmart, I guess Kroger's a grocery store, and a bunch of online middlemen on the internet, you don't know where that beef's coming from, and it could say Product USA, it could say USDA certified, it could say Black Angus. Oh God, I don't remember what the hell it's called, but there's so many monikers out there that are meant to confuse consumers, drive up prices, build fake trust, and just lie to you. So there are, and I could talk. I'm going to talk more about some cuts, but I would encourage. I think the website is beefmaps.com, or go on. I've only ever seen him on or follow him on X, but a guy named Texas Slim. I've watched. I've researched his stuff. He's this skinny dude, Dan. He's like you're like 6 of him. Anyhow, but he has a cowboy hat and he's from Texas and shit, and he's trying to teach Ecuador how to, I don't know, whatever, but know where your beef comes from.
Yeah.
And there are so many rancher direct American rancher direct opportunities for folks right now. That would be my biggest, again, I'm not shipping, finished steaks, but so that, and then behind that, find a processor, because processing plant, beef process, any kind of animal processing plants are shrinking by the day.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and it's murderous to our health. It's murderous to our economy. And it is only beneficial to the big 4 beef packers. And guess what? 2 of them are Brazilian and 2 of them are Chinese. And they all 4 operate right here in the U.S. and control our entire meat supply.
Wow.
If that doesn't make you want to go behind the shed, I don't know what will. That said, cuts, look for Denver steak. Look for tri-tip.
I love tri-tip.
Sirloin, tri-tip, Denver steak, English steak. Look for, if you can find a smaller chuck roast, where you can see where they just where they started taking off from the ribeye. Yeah. That is fantastic. And you can cut it like that thick and just go hot on both sides, hot and fast. Slice it thin across the grain. It's going to eat so good. I haven't priced a flank steak recently, but a flank steak, you take my, a couple of those and my hickory jerky kit, just the seasoning, not the cure salt. Sprinkle a little bit of that on both sides and let it sit for a while, and then cook it hot and fast. Slice it across the grain. Best steak you're ever going to eat.
I'm going to tell you, that's one of the things that you mentioned there, slicing it across the grain. You can cut a meat.
Always.
Oh, absolutely.
And it'll make it taste differently.
Yes.
It's gonna increase or decrease how tender it's gonna be. The way that you
same thing you wild turkey breast
is crazy.
Yeah. So you kind of hit on how to prepare some of the meats for optimal flavor. Tell these people how to properly store the meats if they're not planning on cooking it the day of purchase.
So, the easiest thing, everybody should have a vacuum sealer. There's no two ways about it. Until the grid goes down and nobody has any electricity, and then we have to use salt to preserve all our meat again.
Yep.
Everybody should have a cryovac machine, vacuum packaging machine.
Yep.
And then what you should do is buy bigger stuff. Watch me, watch others on YouTube, whatever the case might be. Have a good sharp knife and cut it up. Get a good night where you're going to have, 1 to 4, whatever hours you're going to need for what you have to process, and just put in those vacuum bags what makes sense to you and your clan, your family, to pull out. So if it's 1 pound packs of ground beef, if it's 2, 40-ounce ribeyes, if it's a whole deer back strap, whatever the case is, but a vacuum machine, and then into the freezer, everything labeled, everything dated. So you get 6 months down the road, whatever the case might be, you know exactly what you have. And then I encourage you, if you have like a nice big white door stand-up freezer in the garage or the building or the basement or in the kitchen, put a marker board on there, and then you're going to write on there 2 times 10 ounce times sirloin steaks, and then the date. And as you work through it, because life happens fast, kids sports, hunting season, fishing season, work, whatever the case might be. But when you put it in there, you list it, how big the packs are, what it is, the date. And then as you take it out, you get a little dry erase marker. All right, there was 10, now there's 8. And I promise you that that will help you, 1, with your grocery shopping, 2, with your self-sustainability, and 3, saving some money because you know what you got and you're not overspending, and you're not letting something sit in there and you have to get rid of it because it's frostbit. So
Yep.
yeah.
All right. So talking about all these great cuts and different kinds, let's talk about some of the favorite grilling techniques that you like and you prefer for your person there at home.
Well, my cheese is really good.
Hey,
Along with my jerky.
you can smoke cheese. You can
Oh,
grill cheese.
man. I can. And you can too.
Yep.
That's right.
So, grilling techniques. For me, I should probably pull a clip up on the my phone and just turn it around and show you.
Which one you want to do? I can pull it right up and we can screen share it.
Nah, it's all good. I don't even think I posted it. So
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
there are a bunch of ways to have a great steak. For Stacy and I at the house, we like char on the outside. Like,
Oh yeah.
like we like char, not just pretty little grill marks on it. Like we want it seared, we want it charred. And I'm still like rare medium rare on my side, but she's like medium well done on her side. So luckily she married a guy that or is marrying a guy that got to pull that shit off. But there are a bunch of great smokeless fire pits out there in the market. I have a Brio at the house, but you don't need that. I mean, they're affordable, they're easy, but anything open fire and just banking it and having hard fire come up on the one side. And when you season that steak, I like actually doing it the day before so that everything hydrates and sticks to the meat better. And it doesn't, like when you put it down on the grill grates and you go to flip it and there's all the seasoning stuck to the grill grates, right?
Yeah.
So if you do it the day before and you keep that seasoning hydrated with a little bit of rendered beef tallow, extra virgin olive oil, coconut, avocado oil, whatever you're going to use at the house on both sides, and then let that set up in the fridge overnight, that seasoning adheres to the meat like so much better. And then when you bank that fire to that fire pit, or even if you're going to use, a propane grill, you crank the 2 or 3 to the one side of it all the way up. It's where you're going to get that sear, that char. If you're using charcoal, you're going to bank it closer to the side of that Weber and get that sear and char. And then once you get it, that seared and charred on both sides, you move it over to the cooler side of the pillow or the grill, and let it get.
So one of your seasonings that you have out, the 10 ring, is really popular. So I'm gonna play a little snippet here of that.
Come on,
and you can walk us through it after we come back.
Over 20 years in the making, I now bring you my 10-ring wild game grill rub for any and every meat on your grill or smoker. Use my 10-ring wild flavor grill rub on any and every meat on the grill, smoker, or skillet. Venison, beef, chicken, pork, salmon, fish, and veggies. Put your grill in the winner's circle every time. All of my HuntChef wild flavor seasonings are no MSG, no gluten added, and 100% American made. Like what you see? Head over to huntchef.com and get all the wild flavors.
I used to have coffee.
Stay tuned, a lot more coming for HuntChef Nation. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and huntchef.com.
Man, you do some good commercials there,
Man,
Chef.
I tell you.
Good. Gracious.
You're taking me back.
Taking you back, buddy.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
I like some 10 ring.
10 rings.
10 ring, so many people just don't understand. And when we're at all these shows and I'm helping people taste stuff and talking them through what they eat, and I've tried to bunch it down to medium and savory.
Yeah.
And in my mind, being a chef for 37 years, that makes sense. But people look at me like I have 3 heads. I'm like, okay, how about just enough salt, just enough pepper, just enough herbs to make it all freaking delicious, but not too spicy and not too salty. They're like,
Right.
Oh, I'm like, well, I can't say that 1,700 times a day. So I was like, medium and savory. I'm like, God. But, 10 ring, I'm glad you brought that up, Michael. Thank you. It's really, and I've just told people this in the last few months, but 10 ring is my riff on my paternal grandfather, who, if anybody's followed me for a while, you've heard me drone on endlessly about what an amazing man he was. Chef, hunter, work his guts out, father figure, everything. But his little blend, he had salt and pepper and marjoram and a little bit of thyme and some other stuff I'm not going to tell you about, but that was what he used. And they were all, because we didn't have any bland food when I was growing up, because I spent a lot of time growing up with him. But, those old McCormick tins of seasoning, they're white with red and a little bit of blue and or whatever other brand was out there. And they sat on the shelf. He probably didn't grab that marjoram can, but 3 times a year, whenever he was cooking a turkey or maybe some deer meat, and the son of a gun that can might have been 20 years old. I don't know. It was definitely stale. But that's the kind of thing, reaching back, talking about eating what you kill growing up with a man that said, okay, here's the gun, here's the hatchet, here's the axe, put it down, and then here's how it gets in your belly from there. You know, that's what I'm talking about when I say eat what you kill. I'm not, you know, being some fancy whatever. I'm too old for that shit. I'm reaching into the Wayback Machine on knowing that something's got to die in order for you to eat. So we might as well make it delicious and talk about how to make it better the next time. That's where I'm coming from.
That's right.
That's right. Speaking of making it delicious, talk about seasonings and pairing meats with different sides or different beverages.
Dan, you never, it always kind of hurts my heart a little bit because you never seem to be impressed by anything that I say.
I'm impressed.
A lot of podcast hosts I talk to, they laugh a little bit. They say, "Oh, chef, that's a great insight. I really appreciate you sharing your childhood and all through that fantastic, amazing chef career you had, those tidbits with us. And now if you could bless us with a few more comments about this, you're like, no, tell me about this, man."
Oh, God.
But I got to bust your balls.
That's right. That's right. We love you.
What was your question?
I don't even know now.
He don't even know now. He done forgot.
How was it growing up with your grandpa? That was great story, man. It's so heartwarming. Oh,
Michael,
I
can't reel it back in now. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
You've lost me.
Michael,
no, I'm just wanting you.
Michael,
What?
it's just good to see your hands are out of your pants.
Huh? Say it again.
I said it's just good to see that your hands are out of your pants. I love you guys.
He loves doing this because we go back and we're like,
you guys, we go back.
Can't. It's live.
Can't.
Live and in person, baby.
Live and unscripted, suckers.
So after that great historic story there, you was telling us about your grandfather.
Yeah.
Dan was trying to ask the question about your flavor pairing with your food and your different
with sides and beverages. Everything goes good with bourbon. So I mean,
indeed. So it's very interesting because again, all our redneck hard ass and stuff aside, I spent 23 years as a very fancy chef working all over the country, and so much of every single thing we did every day were in most of the restaurants and even on our catering menus, we worked on pairings menus. So we wanted to have an aperitif, a first course kind of cocktail or wine that would pair with, a smoked cheese. It would pair with a small piece of sausage, some fermented grapes, whatever, blah, 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 we were doing. And then on and on and on and on, for as many as 15, 20 course dinners. So like the food pairing with beverages, seasonings, that has been ingrained into me since, and I'm older than both you suckers, since 1992. So these days, what I encourage people to do, if you're cooking for the house, I love it. I absolutely love it. And you might have, it might be Wednesday night, you're getting back from baseball practice, football practice, overtime at the shop. I mean, when mom had a meeting, when everything's going late, and you've got what are those tater tots? I couldn't.
He is old.
I say tater tots.
It's funny that you're mentioning that. We're having the little round ones tonight. My daughter's
the little round ones.
I gotta have them tater tots, Dad. We gotta put them in that feather dust.
Put them in that. So, and what's a hard thing for a lot of people that I've come to find out that don't live and breathe and everything food every single day, especially if you got kids at the house, and get the kids involved in it. Make a week-long menu, and hand out responsibilities, portions of that to the kids, to the spouse, to Uncle Jimmy if he's coming over, whatever. But make that menu and make it like a fun thing. You can do it like spin the dial, who's going to marinate the chicken for Sunday on Thursday.
Chef, I hope my wife don't see this. I'm gonna have to make a menu.
Well, I'm just going to call Miss Rachel as soon as we hang up. So
call her up right now. Bring her live.
No, I gotta eat some more of my. I wish I could send you guys some of my jerky.
I've had that jalapeno jerky. I've had that.
You ain't had this batch.
No,
it is so much better.
I haven't had that one, but I had one you had in Morgantown. It was really nice to see you have a meat case there at the show. I really liked that.
Wow. But back to your pairing thing.
I'm not gonna. Not accept it if it comes in the mail.
Yeah.
Vacuum seal it.
My mailman probably would not leave it in the mail.
Yeah.
The smell coming out of it, he would be like, we ain't leaving this.
It's so good. It is so good. Anyhow, but back to pairing foods, focus on what you guys like. Fine.
Bourbon.
With whoever your group is, whoever you're eating,
bourbon.
Make a list. Well, here are the flavors we like. HuntChef, 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 HuntChef. Okay, good. Now, we like butter, we like olive oil, we like black pepper, we like cayenne, we like jalapenos. Okay, no jalapenos. Now, we like cheese, we like cream, no cream. And make that funnel for yourself, and then find the stuff you like, and then keep attaching it to when you make that family, that week-long menu. Because if you make that stuff and you commit to it, the people I've talked to eat a lot less shit. Sorry, garbage, fast food on the road. They spend more time together, and a lot of them are working on gaining on being nearly as sexy as me. So, and their cholesterol is way up, because big cholesterol is good, low cholesterol is bad. Don't let them lie to you.
Yeah, that's
you guys are so happy I'm on tonight.
Love it.
That's one of the major things that my doctor wants me to do. He wants me to get on cholesterol medicine. I'm like,
don't do it.
I'm not
doing
it. Not doing it.
Mine wants me to come in once every 5 years.
Well, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
I don't know.
So, talking about all these flavor pairings that you so graciously handed to us there, let's talk about marinating and dry rubs. Do you prefer? Do you prefer? Do you prefer? Do you prefer one over the other, and how does that impact the flavor of what you're fixing, Chef?
It sounds like you had way too much time on your hands today, Michael. Number one.
No, I did not.
Number two. On the dry rub side,
there's passion in what I do.
There's passion in my veins.
There's passion in my work.
On the dry rub side,
always
for the most part, you're going to want to use that on fattier cuts. You don't need to have like an oil or anything else on the outside. If you already have, some fat in there. So you can dry rub a dove breast. Just don't let it sit too long, or it's gonna. What'd you say?
I said you like the word binder.
Fuck those binders.
Oh, we need a little beep.
Hit the turkey.
Hit the turkey.
No, I mean, unless but by the same token, don't get me. We'll come back to binders. So on the dry rub side, we want fattier cuts of meat that aren't going to need extra fat on them to get a sear when they hit the hot metal, the hot coals, the hot pan. What was that? Was that your squirrel call? You got a squirrel call. Wet marinades, for the most part, or leaner cuts. I mean, fish, poultry, a lot of venison. Your leaner cuts of beef or pork or lamb, but you can also do dry rubs there too. It's if you think it's going to be here's maybe an easier point. Anything that you think you want to dry rub, and this is talking about grilling. We're not talking about smoking, or we're not talking about the oven, but for grilling. If you're going to dry rub, you're going to put it on. You're going to get a good sear on it. You're going to pull it off. You're going to slice across the grain, and you're going to eat it. If you're going to marinate it, wet marinate it, that's something you're probably going to want to tenderize at some point. Use one of the hand tenderizers or an injection needle also.
Sorry.
Because it's super lean or super tough, and you're trying to get that wet in there to help make it more tender. And then when it's off, you're going to shave it across the grain of the meat. I mean, you can see that, that duck breast, whatever. But yeah, so for the most part, not 100% gospel either way, but mostly dry rub on fattier cuts, wet marinade on leaner cuts. Don't overcook either one. Slice them across the grain.
I can see that now. I've never really thought of it that way, though. But yeah.
I got bored the other day. I was going through the fridge, kind of cleaning it out. We had a pickle jar that was empty because the kids and them
they put them back in there when they're empty.
Yeah, they just devour the pickles, and by the time you want one, it's gone already. So I was like, I had some chicken breasts. I'm gonna drop this chicken breasts in this pickle juice, let it sit for a couple hours before I grill it tonight. That was the best chicken breast I've ever had in my life.
Did you taste the pickle in it?
Oh yeah, you could taste the pickle.
Could you?
Slightly, not overpoweringly, but you could definitely taste the pickle.
HuntChef.com.
That was, but I don't know, because I did it like I did 3 breasts in the pickle juice and 3 breasts outside of the pickle juice, and just then patted it dry and dry rubbed. Threw some party. What I put on there? Party Foul and Smoky Bayou. I believe. Mixed
them together.
Oh yeah. Party Chef and Smoky Bayou, or Party Foul.
Party Chef.
Party Chef. Party on, Wayne. But the tenderness level was completely different between what was in the pickle juice.
How long did you soak it in there?
It was probably only like maybe 5 hours at the most.
So I've been seeing more and more on the pickle brine stuff.
Yeah.
So I buy 5-gallon buckets of pickles, for our sandwiches, our Italian hoagies and everything. And I've been like hoarding the brine.
Yeah.
I've got like 20 gallons right now, and I'm gonna run some tests. I'm gonna run some damn tests on some chicken, on some pork.
I think pork would be good.
I'm gonna try pork. I just
got some wild turkey. I got some pheasant. Yeah. I'm gonna run some damn tests.
Hey, I'm gonna try a steak. I ain't lying. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Please, dear God.
Well,
have you seen the videos where they just cover them in mayonnaise?
Well, that's Guga. That dude's crazy. Guga is a nutcase. He does all kinds of crap.
I don't know if that's the exact one I seen.
It was probably Guga.
I seen this guy. He seasoned it all real good first.
Bald-headed guy.
I was looking at the steak.
I bet you were.
I wasn't caring about what he was wearing or looking like. Anyways, so he seasoned it all up real good first, and then he covered it in mayonnaise, and that's how he grilled it. He grilled it on the grill.
See, Guga does dry aging and different. He did one in ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard. Then he dry aged it for 30 some days or whatever. Then he cooks it and sees what it tastes like.
Okay.
He's a mad scientist or some crap. I don't know. He's funny though.
What was you going to say, Chef? He's like,
he said, I don't care. I'm eating my jalapeno jerky.
Talk here.
somebody slathering a steak with mayonnaise and then grilling it. I don't know. I feel like I'd like to slap him in the face, but maybe I'll try it
Yeah. I mean, I'll try anything once.
once.
We won't hit on that. Anyways. All right. So covering essential grilling tips.
Safety
wise.
Don't blow yourself up.
Especially for beginners. How many beginners do we have that grill every year? I'm looking this up real quick. It's got
Beginning what?
Beginning on a propane grill? Like, I don't know. But yes, what would you recommend as some safety tips as grilling through the season?
For at least the first 3 times, don't grill drunk.
Oh,
Number 1.
Yeah, you got to build your tolerance up.
I would agree with that for sure.
Especially don't start smoking right off the bat if you ain't never did it, because smoking takes a lot of alcohol.
Well, I just have my great big ass smoker that I run here, and I get so many comments or questions all the time. What do I do with this? The pellets, the stick burner, the Oklahoma Joe. I mean, who knows?
Wow.
There's so many different things out there.
Yeah.
I just, just don't go full beer. Don't, where my mind's at. Don't go full beer, the first time at it. Make sure you understand your equipment.
Yeah.
Just like, if you're a new driver, you're going to drive that car, that truck, get your shit together, practice a little bit, and then, go try it out on a quarter-mile strip. But
right, don't start out with a brisket's what you're saying, basically.
So AI is telling us from Google that as of 2023, 70 to 80% of U.S. households owned at least one grill or smoker. During COVID.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, here it is.
Recorded.
Here it is.
In 2020 alone, approximately 20 million grills were sold in the United States.
Oh!
Just the U.S. That's not worldwide.
Well, you know what? You should look up turkey fryers. How many houses burnt that?
That's kind of like a niche, though. I mean,
yeah. Well, people couldn't go nowhere. They had to figure out how to cook their own steaks for a change.
That's true. I
mean, yeah.
That's it. And everybody got checks.
Right. I got big ones.
Those checks are burning in their pocket.
Well, I can't say I got big ones. I didn't.
And here comes TikTok. Oh, here's a Blackstone. Here's an Oklahoma Joe. Here's only $379.99 at Lowe's. And I mean, terrible. Not terrible, but I mean, I was actually happy to see it because, like, for me as a chef and someone that promotes, getting out there and killing your own stuff.
Yeah.
For people to be like, I'm not going out. I'm maybe harvesting, I may be processing, or at least I'm buying and, making my own cuts, that kind of thing, and doing more at home, which keeps the unit together and keeps your, per meal cost down over time.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the government quantitative easing or whatever bullshit they called it. Everybody got those checks. Everybody was locked in their damn house. And China was like, here's a bunch of Blackstones. Here's a bunch of Traegers. And here's a whole bunch of cheap-ass propane grills.
50 to 56% of global grill sales with more than 120 million units sold globally.
Guaranteed.
2023 and 2024.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's kind of funny. But Chef, could you offer up some tips on cooking times, temperatures, what would you recommend? I know you got some of these chefs, they're like, oh, if you hold your fingers together with your pinky finger, your middle finger, that tells you different doneness of your meat. Do you recommend that, or do you recommend a thermometer?
If you can get it all the way in 27 times, it's done.
All right.
What just happened? Oh God. All right.
Oh my.
We're done.
I've been waiting to do that on a live stream for so long.
Why not ours?
So the person you're talking to is exactly correct. Okay. Dan, you paying attention yet?
No.
1 little piggy, 2 little piggy, 3 little piggy, 4 little 5. So if you take your pinky, like I have so much arthritis in my hands, it's hard for me. But if you take it over here to the meat below your thumb, and it's going to be kind of squishy, right? So that's your rare. And take your ring finger over to there, and it's got just a little more push back. Can you see that? Now you take your middle finger down, and I'm sorry. I mean, look at my knuckles. I got my arthritis so bad. Actually, I wish I could show you. Both wrists, cortisone in the last week. It's the only reason I can move my fingers. But literally,
He likes.
It's so you see it's black and blue right here still.
Yep.
No, it's terrible, dude. Anyhow, so middle finger down on that same patch on your bottom thumb. It's kind of medium. Now you got your pointer down there. You're on the other side, and it's firmer. And when you hold your thumb tight and you squeeze right there, that's well done.
What if your thumb can't touch the other side of your hand?
Then it's perfect. It's cooked properly.
Does that mean I got small, corny hands?
So listen,
Use the thermometer, Mike.
I was really struggling to keep my composure doing that, and you guys, you about taught me off twice there, but you almost got me. So
I actually thought that was not a real thing.
it is. But
Sadly, it is.
Here below your thumb. It's not on this side, right? So when I was pushing here and pushing here, I was waiting to hear one of you guys like throw some TikTok sensation out at me. It's based on below your thumb. And if you push here, push here, push here, push here, or bring your thumb down, that's what you're going to find out from rare to well done. In the meantime, there's a bunch of great meters out there. There are so many very easy to use digital thermometers. So it's
no, I got it.
But honestly, though,
I thought it was.
If you eat anything above medium rare, just get the hell out of here.
Well, it depends on the cup, you know.
Oh, I love blue.
No,
you're in the podcast now.
Who's here?
Granny's here.
Granny. I haven't seen her in 2 years.
You seen her last year?
Yeah.
Was it last year?
Yeah. That was when you were you got here and you hadn't had something.
Oh,
you had something.
He had a poo poo.
He had a poo poo.
Poo poo.
He had something that didn't agree with his tummy really well.
I thought that was 2 years ago.
It
Was that just last year?
Yeah, it was too. He just wanted to say you had a poo poo.
I just want to bring it up since you've done the little
sucker
finger toy things.
Finger gun?
Finger guns. Oh, gosh. All right, Chef. Well, we'll let you get back to cooking your steak there. We sure appreciate your time tonight.
Make sure to send me some pepperoni rolls.
I'll send you something.
All right.
See what you get.
He'll send you something.
I'll take it.
It ain't going to be no seasoning, by God.
You guys are the best. God bless you. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Chef.
Eat what you kill.
That's right.
You heard him, folks. Eat what you kill. You can visit HuntChef.com. We've got the QR code here up on the screen. You can scan that and you can go right to the website. And he'll teach you how to do all those little finger tricks.
Oh, God. Folks, remember, check out naturesvoicegamecalls.com. Use podcast 15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. If you ain't got your turkey calls, you're screwed.
You
ain't getting them before season now.
You have to go to the store and get them.
That's right. Season starts Monday. I don't know if we can get them out by then.
We
would try.
If you're local, we always deliver, so don't worry about that.
That's right.
If you're local, we'll get them to you before the season starts.
Right.
So.
Make your order now, though. Not Sunday night.
Yeah. I suggest you make it now.
Thanks for listening, guys.
All right, guys. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Carbon TV, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks to HuntChef and all his expertise in the culinary arts world over the years. He talks about him doing this fancy stuff, and now he only does wild flavor.
It's still pretty damn fancy.
That man still knows how to do fancy cooking. Don't let him fool you. So
yeah.
And he knows how to pair food really well as well. So get out there and check him out at huntchef.com and get you some wild flavor. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Have a good one.
Have a great one.
This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Trout Routes. Trout Routes is a premier fishing app that strives to empower trout anglers with information to help you go further and discover new waters, new places, and new faces. Check them out at troutroutes.com. Trout Routes is proud to be able to connect you to local resources and experts, such as fly shops, guides, local brands, and nonprofits. Be sure to check them out at troutroutes.com or the Apple App Store and Google Play Store to download the app today.
This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Backwater Truck Supply, located at 100 Armor Creek Road in Nitro, West Virginia, right across from the Town and Country Supply. Contact them today at 304-610-8699 or check them out at backwatertrucksupply.westvirginia.com. Backwater Truck Supply specializes in accessorying your ride to your liking, new or old. Does your Jeep or truck need lifted or a leveling kit installed? They've got you covered. New tires, oil change, or minor automotive repairs? They got you covered there as well, with a full-service lift along with a wheel balancing machine. They are affiliates with some of the top brands in the automotive industry. Contact them today at 304-610-8699 or check them out at backwatertrucksupply.westvirginia.com.